The Korean minimum wage is about $4.6 in Korea.
Oh, jeez.
And how do you think?
Well, the minimum wage in America isn't so good, so I really don't think that's a good minimum wage for you guys either.
That doesn't seem fair.
You need Obama.
Yeah, you need Obama. Yeah.
For your information, watching a film here is only it's about $7-8, and having a meal deal Whopper is about $8. So
yeah, it's very low with the living standards.
Yeah, I think it should be definitely more. I would say probably in the realm of 15.
Definitely is not fair.
Now that seems, that's horrible. Especially since some of the stuff around here is kind of expensive. I don't see how anyone could live off of $4. This is Seoul. This is like New York City. I'm sure it's expensive here.
yeah. How much is the minimum wage in your country?
It varies. Different states have different minimum wages.
What about yours?
In my area, I think it's at like 7.5 or
Which state are you from?
Indiana.
Do you think the minimum wage in your country is enough?
No,
Why not?
it's not enough. It's not enough money for people to live on, have families. It's not enough money.
There's another issue that Korean part-time workers don't really get paid on time. And
Really?
Yeah, they get paid like after 1 or 2 months.
Oh, well, see, in the U.S., even part-time and what we call minimum wage, full-time, they're usually paid on time.
Paid.
So there's no contracts for student workers here that you have to...
There's a law, but employers just ignore that.
Really?
That's a shame. People need to rise up and protest.
Occasionally hagwons are, weird and they don't pay people on time. But for most of the time, I was paid on time. Possibly because I threatened to leave if I wasn't paid on time.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Why not?
It's not fair. People rely on their money. They have bills to pay. They have things they need to buy, and they rely on, this is my day that I get paid. The next day I have to pay a bill. If you don't get paid that day, you can't pay your bill. You get in trouble.
My husband was at a job where he wasn't paid for a month, and he left. But his coworkers who were Korean hadn't been paid in several months, and they continued coming to work every day. And we just said, we can't do that. We have bills to pay.
Yeah, that's not great. No, we used to get paid every week. Where I worked, it was cash payment. But yeah, I'd never been paid late. And if I had, I would have probably kicked up a fuss about it.
I found that it seemed to me, at least, that employers don't really appreciate their workers, and a lot of people don't really seem to realize the power that they have as employees. Like I don't know if there's like labor unions and things here, but it definitely seemed like a lot of times workers are taken advantage of.
Are you willing to work with Korean minimum wage?
Would I be willing to work? No.
Why not?
No, that's ridiculous.
But the prices are much lower here.
No, I'm not sure if the prices are much lower here. No.
No. I wouldn't want to.
Why not?
Because again, if the cost of living doesn't match that price, then I would rather a job that would provide me the amount of money I need to be able to live here.
No, I would never work for that.
Why not?
Well, because you can't live on that, for one, and I've spent many years going to school to be able to make more than that. I currently make $20 an hour, and that is actually probably a little bit less than I should be making since I just finished my master's degree.
And you can't support a family. I have 2 children, so you couldn't support a family. I couldn't support me on minimum wage. So I definitely couldn't support children. I would feel really bad for whomever is here working for minimum wage, especially if they have family.
I would not be able to do that.
No, probably wouldn't. No.
Why not?
Two and a half, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I've read quite a bit about that Korea has the longest working hours as well in the world.
Yeah.
And you work Saturdays as well.
But at least you can, if you work in the US, and you can get a meal like after working an hour, right?
Yeah, definitely. It sounds like here you would just be able to go to like Albacheonkook or something and get a meal. But Yeah, that's really awful. I didn't know about that. I hope you guys can help with that with your research.
Definitely not 4.6. That's horrible. That makes me very sad for you guys.
The Republicans don't care too much for Obama and his position on minimum wage, but I think the rest of America, the people who make sense, realize that we need to raise the minimum wage.
알바청춘 알바천국.